already know. Hi, cousins. It's your girl, Cousin Priest, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's almost been like a year, but it's okay though because 2023, y'all, is me and you. It's me and you. It's me and you for real, for real. You heard me? You heard me. Okay. So let's get into let's get serious. Cause this little story time / little talk is real kind of serious to me and personal to me. And how y'all, it's teddy bears behind me, so don't mind my hot. Please don't. Please, this is the best I can do right now. The best I can do. So let's just jump into like a little video and whatever. So with me still being like, a baby YouTuber and whatever, I don't have that platform so I can ask y'all, what y'all want to see and da 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 da. But I just got out of class and I was, just sitting there thinking, wow, we're supposed to working on our assignments, but I'm sitting there thinking, I'll give me my first video of 2023. And I felt like this was a very good topic on my end, only because this is something I deal with on a daily basis. And y'all can just I'm up here fidgeting and with my bracelet almost broken, but I just feel like it was a good video for me to talk to y'all about it, so that like I can be on a personal level with y'all and I can be more comfortable with y'all and not act like a person that I'm not, if that makes sense. So let's rewind back to like maybe no third grade year of elementary. My teacher and my mom have noticed that I wasn't learning the same way as kids, the other kids in my grade level. I was always under them, with reading and spelling and all that, math, writing, comprehension, all that. I was always behind. And so with that, they made, they took the test and they did the measurement and stuff like that. They came down to the fact that I have learning disability. Well, I have learning disability. I said that right. See? Now, I'm not starting over because this is going to be uncut. Like, it's going to be the real me. And it's taking everything out of me to come on here and just willing to just share it. Because it's not something that y'all asked for. It's not something that somebody told me to post. I just, just thought about it literally, an hour or something ago. And after I just got me while I was in class, like I just said. So, third grade, they just realized, I wasn't getting it the way that I was supposed to, like a regular third grader. Like, y'all know those shows, Are You Smarter Than a Third Grader? I wasn't smarter than a third grader. So that's when, everything happened. I might be jumping around because I don't know how to tell a story without all the extra stuff, but y'all gonna learn that down the timeline too. It's okay. But I just wasn't catching on to everybody with everybody and stuff like that. So after they discovered that I have a learning disability such as dyslexia, and I don't know how to pronounce the math one. I want to mathlexia, something like that. I don't know, but I had math and reading for sure. Excuse me. But I had dyslexia for sure. I know that for the top of my dome. And if y'all hear my dog bark in the background, please excuse me. It's past his bedtime and he won't go to sleep. So how did it I wrote down some questions, so I'm reading off the questions. I don't know if I said that, but it affected me in so many ways, only because I'm an outspoken person. Like, I'll be shy, but I won't be scared to talk to people and make friends and stuff like that. So it was like, with me knowing that, it's like, dang, people gonna think I'm stupid. Dang, people gonna think I'm dumb. dang, people gonna realize I can't read and write and spell. Like, it could be the most simplest word, and I, to this day, I still can't really spell it without actually sending it to my, to my phone and be like, how you spell such and such, or asking one of my friends how you spell such and such. And let's piggyback how it, affect me in my social life with friends and stuff like that. It would took me so long to tell my friends, like, hey, don't look at me crazy. Like, I ain't, I'm not stupid, but, I can't, I'm not on y'all level. Like, so it took me a nice little minute to actually tell friends that, like, okay, hey, I gotta learn this, but so if I ask you to spell the most simplest word, y'all, the word could be like, I don't even, my fault, y'all. I had to go get me some water and get myself back on track. But yeah, it could be the most simplest words that it just be random that I can't spell, and I ask somebody, how to spell it or whatever. When I got around, like, back to, like, me being, like, in a third grade or stuff, like, y'all, this video gonna be everywhere, but I don't care. Because I'm everywhere. If I got my life together, call help. Call for help. But back, when I was in third grade, they got me into, like, I want to say special classes, but, like, back in Wisconsin, they call it IEP. So I got an IEP class. Is basically like a teacher, another additional teacher would come into class and, help me and, like, sit there and try to, sound out the words with me. If I spell something wrong, tell me how to spread it, all like that. And that IEP followed me all the way to my senior year of high school. But since I moved down to Dallas, I had to, redo it, get new teachers and whatever. They don't call it IEP down here. Honestly, I can't think of what they call it down here, but me personally, I just know it as IEP. But it's the same concept, from in high school. I had all through middle school, all through elementary, all through high school. So in high school, since you have to switch classes, of course, so I have one in my math class, I have one in my reading class, I have one in my history classes, I would have one in science class, I believe. Yep, in science class. So I had a different teacher, maybe sometimes the same teacher, but the teacher would just rotate and, with those students or whatever for those periods. But other than that, I had a different teacher for each, classes, but I only had one case manager for high school. And so once people realize, like, dang, they getting extra time on they tests, they get less questions. Like, we could probably have 25 questions, and the whole class can have 25 questions. But the whole class 25 questions, you get 4 answers. Well, 4 choices to answer. With us, we would have the 25 questions, maybe 15 if the teacher feeling lucky, feeling nice. And for our answer choices, it would be maybe 2 to 3 answer choices besides the 4. So it helped us a lot to, pass easier, if you will. I don't know. But yeah. And me always, I don't know how to say this. As a young kid, I always, back in the back of my mind, I always wanted to go to school. Okay, I said it right. Okay, yeah, I said it right. I said, yeah, y'all agree with me? Yeah, I said it right. So, I always wanted to go to school, such as, like, college. And I didn't want to go to the community colleges. I wanted to go to a university. I didn't care if it was PWI. I didn't care if it was HBCU. I just wanted to go to a university. Okay. I just had to pause for a minute and rewatch those clips, y'all. I'm getting off track. Like, I am getting off track. But basically what I was trying to say, instead of giving y'all the long run, hitting those different milestones from getting accepted to college and stuff like that, it was just, for one, it was a bittersweet feeling. For two, it's like, dang, can I really do it? And stuff like that. And honestly, right hand to the man, this is one of the stronger reasons on why I didn't finish my first, finish going to college. I went for my freshman year, my full freshman year, had fun, built that experience, built some close, bonds for people. But I just couldn't get over on the fact that, like, I couldn't do it. Because I felt like I was, like, a little, dummy. But I'm not. But, fast forward to, like, tonight and how I got to thinking about this video is because I am currently in class, in school right now to get my medical assistant a license and phlebotomy, all that good stuff, We love girl in scrubs, a black girl in scrubs. But, nah. These past 2 classes that I took, which was medical terminology, and right now I'm almost done with anatomy and physiology. These 2 courses, y'all, just proved to me that I'm just, I don't know what the word to look for, but I know I fell behind. For one, I fell behind. How I fell behind, I have literally no clue. I was behind before winter break, and we just came back today. And I know it hit me hard, especially when we did medical terminology, because the teacher, he would call on us. And mind y'all, this class, some of these courses is online. These first 4 courses that I had to take was online. Our next course is in person. Thank you, Lord. But it's only because it's phlebotomy. But for medical terminology, y'all, he'd be reading the slides and, talking to us. And next thing you know, he'll call on you and be like, okay, sis, pronounce these words. Who? I can't even really read at a 6th grade level comfortably. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. But I can't read at a 6th grade level comfortably. And you want me to read these long 3 to 4 syllable words? Like, and I was a huge fan of Grey's Anatomy. Don't get me wrong. Grey's Anatomy taught me about this much. So certain words, I can be like, oh yeah, that's that. Because I know when he say it, I'm like, okay, I know what that is. So when I see it, I'm like, oh, that's that. So today, I never told my teacher that I had it, or I had something going on with me. I always kind of like maybe piggyback around like small excuses on why my work wasn't getting turned in, or why this, that, and the third, X, Y, and Z. So today I finally told my teacher what was the deal. And y'all, honest to God, this man real life told me, like, I knew something was, going on, but he couldn't figure it out. He didn't want to ask me because he didn't want to assume anything. But he was like, you admitting it is the first step of trying and whatever. And so I told him, like, this is something I really want to do. I want to work in the medical field. I want to be in the medical field. And it's just like, I can't get past the fact that, like, I feel dumb at times, if that makes sense. Like, at times I be like, damn, I wish I can, say those words. I wish I can read that, that one sentence fluently and stuff like that. Like, it's just so much. So we had like a little talk and whatever. And it made me realize, like, as long as I open my mouth and express myself to people and actually, you know, have a conversation with folks about like serious stuff like this, it will help me in such a long run. And so that's why I was in class. I was like, I should make a little, you know, story time about this video or whatever. And he really like made me feel like he on my side. Like, I told one of the administrators, like, when I first applied for the school, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you know, make sure you tell your teachers or your instructors that, you know, that class and da 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 da." And I'm just like, no, I'm gonna try myself. Like, I told him, only reason why I didn't say anything right off the bat is because I want to try myself. I wanted to go in there, go, you know, into class and whatever, and give it my all without nobody helping me or with nobody sitting there. But clearly, I need it. I need that bad. So it's just, I'm trying not to go. Y'all hear it in my voice. I don't like talking about it, but I mean, it's life, and it's part of my life, and it's part of my story. So who am I not to tell nobody? Because it could be people out there that going through it, that have it bad, or, you know, worse than I have it. Like, it could be so many people that can relate to this video, and I'm just here to tell y'all, I'm trying to encourage y'all to go out there and tell y'all story. Go out there and tell that teacher, like, hey, something ain't right. I need help. Like, I need help. Not, you know, you helping you this one problem. I need help. And not to make it sound dumb neither, but it's just, I don't know. I just told him, like, I wanted to just, yeah. So, and and then I'm gonna circle back around, like, on how, like, I feel about it, like, when, you know, with talking to my friends, and then now that I have a boyfriend, talking about talking about it with my boyfriend and stuff. When I first met my boyfriend, y'all, I never told that man like, hey, you know, I got dyslexia, so it's like certain stuff I can't say, or certain stuff I don't know how to spell, or certain stuff in X, Y, and Z. Until he started getting beside himself, y'all. Like, he started getting beside himself. Like, we'll just have like a casual conversation. And if you know me personally, like texting wise personally, I would text or say the most simplest word. Well, not simple word. I would like make a whole little, you know, street for one specific word or one specific saying. Ooh, excuse me. And it could just be next door, if that makes sense. Like, y'all, it happens so randomly, so I can't even say that, you know, I can give you an example. But I say something to him, or, you know, we'd be like arguing or whatever, and I probably say something wrong or spell something wrong, and he'd be like, it's this way, you dummy, or this way, learn how to spell, or like, you know, just small stuff like that. Like, the first few times he did it, I was like, okay, cool, like, oh, my fault, like, ha ha ha. But then he kept doing it, and I had to tell him, like, you know, I learned disability, like, that's why, da 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 da. And y'all, till this day, this boy be having me try to read stuff, and I be like, I read it, you know, the stuff that I know, I read perfectly fine, like, boom, 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 boom. I hit that one word, I stumble over it, and then he'll just look at me like, and then he'll just realize, like, you know, hey. And so he'll just say it for me, and I'll repeat it, and you'll just go on, go for it. Same with my friends. Like, with friends, I say something, and they was like, KK, you spelled that like that. Like, girl, what the, you know, like, what's wrong with you? And so I had finally told them now. And so, like, now my closest friends, you can even ask them yourself. They used to look at me weird when I asked them how to spell, you know, the most littlest words. Now, I be like, hey, how you spell da da da? I'm having a slow moment. We'll laugh about it, and, you know, they'll tell me how to say it. Peaches and creams. Peaches and creams. Peaches and creams. And I'm not trying to make it this too long, but that's just my story on me having disability, learning disability. I don't use it to take advantage of people. For one, that's the difference. Because if I did, I would have told them teachers right off the bat, like, "Hey, I need help." But I need to stop doing it for one. But I let myself sink in. Like I let myself sink before I ask for a life jacket. I don't do that in real life because I can't swim. But it's just a metaphor. That concludes this video. Today, little story time. My first little story time. I know it was all over the place, but y'all, like I just said, it's my first story time. So, give me a leeway. Give me a leeway. Illy. Once again, it's your girl, Kazina Japrice. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. Don't forget to tell your mama, your granny, your sister, your brother, your baby daddy, your baby daddy, brother, uncles, all of them folks. And your kin folks, this where y'all at. This where y'all this where y'all at. Kazina Japrice. And thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all gonna see these a lot. Since I learned how to do this on TikTok, it was a wrap. Bye bye, y'all.